Hi. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Welcome to Thursday, and yeah, let's get started. So it's Thursday night, and we're this much closer to death. Who else is excited for the weekend? Yeah. You know, the weekends are a very special time for me, mainly because I feel like I'm getting held by the hand of God, or rather slapped by it. This is what happened. 2 Saturdays ago, I was over on my computer, I was studying some Chinese, and there's 3 reasons why I'm studying Chinese. The first reason, my parents are constantly breathing down my neck. Oh, we got you this program, we hope you really enjoy it. No, you better use it. We really want you to use it, it's very expensive. Okay, God, shut up, Mom. But yeah, the second reason, my ex-girlfriend kept gabbing at me to actually say something romantic to her in a foreign language. So I choose Chinese over French, and I guess that's why she's my ex now. So, and reason the third would actually be that I want to learn how to say in perfect Mandarin Chinese to both of them, to both parties, the following sentence. Please dig a hole, fall in it, and go to hell. So I had a little trouble with the phrasing, of course, and so I jumped through the rabbit hole and came out on the other side to what I would describe as a Chinese-American horseback riding, reverse cowgirling lady named Patty. I know, a very Asian-sounding name indeed. But nonetheless, she was very nice, and she decided to help me out with my Chinese. She said it was more better for a person to actually help out somebody learning a new language, or skill for that matter, than a computer. I mean, after all, look at what Lazy Boy did for us. I think a lot of us would have benefited sleeping with a lazy girl, so. So I don't know, we got to talking, and we started talking about food, then phrases, then food phrases. Then we started talking about black and blue versus white and gold. Then we backtracked to talking about food. And then finally, she got down on one knee. She popped open a box, and she asked that question every man needs to be asked in his life. Will you go to eat dim sum with me? And when I said yes! And I said this because I was excited, you know? And she actually completed my catchphrase, you know, my original catchphrase went something like, you win some, you lose some, you get some, and then you dim some. And now, you know, she added that last part, because dim sum, it's not necessarily dimming the lights in the bedroom, it's actually knocking the living daylights out of your love with a fire extinguisher, because she's so hot. So, that's my perception of it. And anyway, yeah, I was psyched. I was a little confused, though, why she asked me. Like, I figured I should ask her, considering I'm the guy. I mean, if I knew I was going to be a feminist that day, I would have packed lipstick in my purse or something. But, yeah, as it turns out, that's how it went. And the next morning, after about 100 push-ups, 300 sit-ups, 5 little spanks of the monkey while jumping on the bed, and I went over to her car, and we drove over to San Gabriel. And for anybody who doesn't know, San Gabriel is nothing like it sounds like. There are absolutely no Hispanics there whatsoever. You're not going to find any Maria Paulas, you're not going to find any Rafaels, you're not going to find any Estefanias. No, you're going to find a lot of, how do I put this? You're going to find a lot of chuns, chans, and chins. And this is how I like to remember it. It's the way I tell the difference. Chuns are the women, chans are the men, and chins are the ones who wish they were skinny again. Yeah, double chin. So, yeah, we went over to the restaurant, and now dim sum is actually a restaurant where they serve all types of steamed varieties, you know. And while walking past the floor, which was very clean except for all these yellow little things, I think they were called Asians. We happened to see this this buffet, and we took part in it. And basically, dim sum is it's everything steamed. So they got steamed dumplings, they got steamed dumplings, steamed steak, steamed chicken, steamed fingers. And no, I'm not talking about chicken fingers, I'm talking about human fingers. I swear to God, it was so motherfucking finger looking good that I almost became a cannibal. It was ridiculous.
I like it, dude.
But yeah, I was there, I enjoyed it, and needless to say, I think Buddha was quite jealous of me because everybody started coming over to my belly and rubbing it for good luck, you know? And yeah, after that, she rolled me back over to the car, and at that moment, I felt like Hansel and fucking Gretel, not necessarily Hansel fucking Gretel, because that would be incest, but Hansel and Gretel, because, well, I felt like I had both of them inside my stomach. Like, now I know what it's like to be pregnant with twins. And Yeah, anyway, we came back to her place and we started watching the Oscars. The Oscars were that night, and I love watching the Oscars because I don't really sound as creepy whenever I talk about it. What do you do this weekend? Oh, I watched Oscar. Cool. You watched Oscar. All right. So I expected to watch it with her, but as it turns out, she had to go ahead and take care of her horse. So the experience got a lot more boring. I mean, guys, you can relate to me, right? I mean, you want to do something with a girl just so you can tell your friends, oh, hey, dude, I was with this chick, I was with this bombshell, I was with this smoke show, I was with this dime, this penny, this nickel, this piece of lint. You know, you can describe her however you want. The point is, you're with a girl, and it's exciting. It's exhilarating. And, yeah, so I felt that void, and I have to say the Oscars performance, I mean, I don't know if people can agree, this year's performance is a little lacking, but there was one interesting moment about it though. Michael Keaton, the actor for Birdman, he actually was rehearsing, I don't know if anybody caught this, for his next new role, and I would tell you what it is, but I want to reenact it, see if you guys can guess what it is. Here we go. No. You know, it's like gummies in your mouth. He's freaking cow. No. You do it, girl. So yeah, I watched the Oscars by myself, but then she came back in, and yeah, I told her about it. She didn't know the difference between adapted screenplay and original screenplay. And for me, as a screenwriter, I think that's freaking preposterous. You know, like that's just like asking, you know, the difference between its and its. There's an apostrophe, people. Come on, it's simple. But yeah, I realized that night that, you know, basically the only three people you ever need in your life is you, yourself, and Thigh. Unless you're having pad Thigh, then you have to share with 5 people, otherwise you're going to be leaving your vomit all over the toilet. And yeah, that's my attempt at being funny. And sorry I disappointed you all. But please have a good night and enjoy the rest of the show.
Keep it going, Danny Archila! Y'all have a little more noise tonight. I can't have a motherfucker hanging on me like this. Get him off. Make some noise. He'll leave if he hears noise. Danny Archila! Hey, Danny, you know what, bro? Keep doing your thing.